If you are like some pet owners, you cannot leave the grocery store without a treat or toy for your wet-nosed family member. But the price of the trinkets can add up fast.
That's for sure. Luckily, we were about to get some tips on how to make some homemade toys with some items you can find at first-rate secondhand thrift store. Jenni Pagano is here, and she brought her newest member of her family, Talulah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for coming in, and what a great idea.
This is a lot of fun. I'm a new doggy mommy. We adopted her in October, and I haven't had a pet since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I am kind of obsessed and kind of in love with her. And
As most pet owners, new ones are.
It is what it is. So I thought it would be fun to make some pet toys for her out of thrift store finds.
Okay.
So let's start with the yellow octopus. That is a little ball.
What's that?
Like this that you can buy. Or I'm going to start saving the ones that she pulls a squeaker out of that are ruined otherwise.
Right.
Because when you hide it inside a piece of t-shirt fabric, you can make this little octopus.
Oh.
So this is how I did it, like that.
Cute.
So I cut a square out of t-shirt fabric and then cut it into fourths. And then cut each fourth into eighths. And then cut each eighth into thirds.
Okay.
And then did just a braid along the...
Cute.
So it's super easy to do. The wonderful thing about making toys for your pets is they don't care what it looks like.
Right.
So you can
Right.
make it, it can look disgusting. But
And
they
that'll
won't
probably be
care.
their favorite toy.
Exactly, exactly. So the other part that I used on that is little strips of fabric, t-shirt fabric. You can make t-shirt yarn. And you can do lots of different crafts out of that.
Oh, and see, and what I like about this is it doesn't really like fray.
Right.
Which you obviously don't want because you don't want little pieces getting stuck in your dog's throat
Exactly.
or whatever else.
Oh, and that's a good point. Let me just make the point that you want to be sure not to have any little pieces or googly eyes or things like that that they might eat. Mm-hmm. So draw on the eyes or sew them on. Don't just glue things on.
Oh, good.
So the t-shirt yarn is made by cutting off the bottom portion of a t-shirt, so nothing with graphics on it. So the t-shirt used to go like this.
Okay.
So seam to seam. Mm-hmm. Then you kind of fold it up like this and cut strips. Folding it makes it so that it's faster to cut the strips.
Right.
And you leave about an inch at the top. So when you unfold it, you do this.
Okay.
Then you're going to open it up like this, and you're going to angle it so that you've essentially made a spiral all the way around. And then you get a continuous piece of yarn.
Wow. And that's a big chunk of yarn.
It's a lot of yarn. So then with that, I also made this toy.
Clever.
Which is a little square knot. And you may have done that at summer camp when you made lanyard ties.
Oh, yeah.
You just do this little square thing where you dooby-doo, cross,
Okay.
doo. And I'll have links for how-tos on our website.
So do you just go into pet stores and take photos of
I should.
of toys?
You really
and
should.
People are like, why is she taking so many photos?
Hey, why don't you play with some of these? We want to see them in action.
So I love this one that you did with just the tie and the tennis ball. I didn't even
That's
notice that was a
super
tie
easy.
until Amanda pointed it out.
It's nice because the tie is already finished. It's already pretty strong. I just cut a slit in the tennis ball, and that could be an old tennis ball, or actually you can often find new cans of tennis balls at thrift stores for like $1, $2 for a can. So it's cheap.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I just tied knots in it, and that makes it nice and easy. This one's really good for tug of war. I left a loop at the top.
Oh, so then you've got something to hold on to.
And then she bites us in. And then that one, Talulah really loves the tags on everything, blankets, pillows, her toys. So I thought I'd make her a toy that was made entirely of tags.
Isn't this like, okay, so this is like slightly crunchy in the inside.
And
What is
that,
this?
I used just a piece
got her
of
attention.
cellophane.
Oh, I'm stuck to my necklace. Oh, this is cool. And there's something about little babies and puppies that love the crunching.
What's that? Oh boy.
Trip. There you go. She doesn't seem to be interested in any of these right now.
Well, she's more interested in you guys. She's a people puppy.
Yeah, is she?
A people puppy. That's cute. And so how long does something, like constructing this ball of yarn, how long did that take you?
5 minutes?
Really?
Yeah, it's really easy.
Yes.
And then
Because you're a genius when it comes to
no, it's really not. I think anybody can do this stuff. This was a sample of a t-shirt I cut apart that had graphics on it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show you what happens with the graphics and why you don't want to use the graphics. See, when you stretch the yarn, it kind of curls up, but where the graphics are, it won't.
Oh.
So that's not as desirable.
Right. And I feel like this is, I mean, this could really flake, because look at how it's
Yeah,
being pulled apart
exactly.
anyway. Are there any fabrics or anything that is like an absolute no if people are looking to DIY it and when it comes to pet?
I don't know of any.
Okay.
I'd have to think about that. Anything that's going to pull apart, you wouldn't want to use.
Right. And
That
like you
one's
said, the
just a-
eyes and like noses and things like that, just make sure that they're very secured.
Exactly.
This is just cute without any kind of graphics or anything on it, you know?
That's just a sweater that I washed and felted and then cut apart.
Okay.
Just 2 circles. With that one, the tabs are hem tape, also from a thrift store.
Okay.
You can always find sewing supplies at a thrift store. Everybody has a big stash of those, and when they move on, they donate them.
Absolutely.
Well, this was adorable. I loved all of this.
And we're happy to meet Talulah.
I was just going to say, and Talulah, it was so fun to meet you.
Did you make this too, Jenny?
I did. That's also made out of sweater felt.
Okay.
You were just too creative.
You got to show that off,
So it just slides onto her collar.
Cute.
That's adorable. Well, thank you very much. Happy
Thank you.
2014.
Thank you. You too.
And to learn more about the thrift store, you can call them at 327-5252 or go online to firstrateSecondhand.org.
And coming up right after the break, find out how you can enter a raffle that's a one of a kind. You win a handcrafted, hand-painted guitar that is so Tucson. That's coming up right after the break.